Okay, I think we're live. I always have that. I always start with that. I think we're live. When it comes to going PC, or my laptop, whatever, not PC, but hello everyone. Yeah, I know it's quite a late stream, and I apologize for that. It's just been a long day, and I didn't get a chance to do Cuphead. I'm sorry I haven't got a chance to do Cuphead last 2 weekends, but well, the last weekend was just because I streamed with Jacob, Artist ADHD about the other covers. So if you haven't checked that, you can check that one out. But this one is just like I just had a chance to really stream the day, so I still wanted to stream because I am going to be heading out. Obviously gonna be out of town next weekend, so I'm not gonna be able to stream at all. Maybe, I don't know. Of course, something pops up where I'm able to stream for some odd reason. Location of my sister's place. In that case, maybe, but we'll see on that one. But that was just like an iffy one. I will be streaming probably with Gus most likely this coming week for like my birthday thing. So if you want to check that out, you can check his channel at Colorful Warfare. So there's that. So sorry if I'm really just quieter or whatever. I'm tired and I'm just gonna want to just be a chill stream. So relax, man. So I thought, why not talk about urban legends? I don't know. I was thinking about doing this kind of thing for a while. There's not top 10 release. I don't know. I don't mind doing creepy ones. It's just that's not the whole point of what I wanted to urban legends. Maybe we'll look into that later. But right now, I'll just point out some like random ones on the Wikipedia and just talk about them if they're interesting enough to me. But I might try maybe see if I can dig further. Shut up, I know you're gonna have some warning for me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I got. But yeah, I don't know why I blinked out for a second. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, and I'm just gonna chill with you guys for a little bit because, like I said, I just wanna have something for today. So, I mean, I know for a lot of people it's probably already technically Sunday, but whatever, it's still Saturday for me. So whatever, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's all okay. Don't worry about it. So, quickly. For funsies, I'm gonna give you the definition of an urban legend. Well, yeah, wow, original, wow. Because no one knows what urban legend is, but I don't know. I thought it'd just be fun. Let me be. So, an urban legend, or a contemporary legend, I don't know why they put it that way, is a genre of folklore comprising stories circulated as true, especially as having happened to a friend or of a friend or family member, often with horrifying or humorous elements. The legends can be entertaining, but often concern mysterious peril or troubling events such as disappearances or strange objects, or actually, and strange objects. Sorry, they may also be confirmation of moral standard. Wait, confirmation. Okay, sorry, moral standards, or reflect prejudices, or be a way to make sense of social anxieties. Urban legends are most often circulated orally, but can be spread by any media, including newspapers, mobile news apps, email, and social media. Some urban legends have passed through the years with only minor changes to suit regional variations. Also, I think the whole point, they kind of missed the mark. Like, at least I think the point of urban legends is mostly they are not real. They are conjured up, or if they were ever real, they have been extremely exaggerated as the friend of a friend kind of thing of being talked about so much and changing so much. At that point, it doesn't seem like, whatever the original was isn't, exactly what, is the same as it, had been many times over being talked about. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm not really gonna go into the whole other things of it. That's just an urban legend. That's just it, But I think everyone knows what urban legend is. I mean, I think. I hope. Y'all know what an urban legend is. Did the stream just stop at some point? No, the time's going, so. Time accurate-ish? Yes, okay, it's weird. Obviously excluding the minute it took to start. But anyway, so I'm just gonna read random ones off. I'm gonna probably let me see if I can find quickly top 10. I don't know. Just because I don't like just reading off the Wikipedia because I want like some certain ones, but like I can, for the love of God. you know, something interesting from children's books. From literature, 25 urban legends explained. Let's just do that one. I don't know the stacker. I don't know what that is, but we'll just randomly find something. Whatever, go for it. The truth behind Mr. Rogers. Body. Oh, a good example. I guess I should mention a good example of an urban legend. Pretty much a good example of an urban legend is like the Walt Disney's head being frozen in a you know, in you know, Disneyland or whatever, you know, in a vault or something, you know, in a freezer. Which, by the way, it's not true. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm not confirming that it is true. So Disney, please don't sue me. I'm not saying that it's true. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that it's an urban legend that some people believe. I am not saying that it's true. I don't want Disney to come after me. So, making that clear, I am not saying that Walt Disney's head is in a freezer in Disney or whatever. That it is not a thing. That is just speculation. It is not proven to be true. So, yeah, I thought I mentioned that really quick because I'm realizing, like, you know, that could get me sued. You know, or, oh yeah, this is like an interesting one. The pool will turn red if you pee in them, or whatever color. You know, that whole thing. That's also one that's, you know, a thing. Like I said, there's no such thing as urine indicating dye exists. So yeah, that's, you know, if you pee in a pool or something, you know, that's not a thing. That's a random one. I don't know. I just found it. Jibus. But yeah, anyway, that's fine. This one's just this weird one. What's even the children's book one? That sounds weird. Oh, Bloody Mary, Spider Bite. The Spider Bite, what's that possible? Possibly one of the most believed urban myths. This one tells of a tale of a young person, often a traveler, to a far-flung location, who is bitten by a spider and or ants. On returning home, the victim experiencing a hatching whereby parasitic baby spiders and or ants burst from under their skin. FYI, this isn't physically possible. It hasn't stopped parasitically being a defining feature of the body horror films. Okay. Oh, I guess that's a thing. I wasn't really thinking about that one. The Hook Man? The Hook Man. I think I've heard about this one. I'm not sure about this one. See, this is like all creepy ones. Like I said, the features an enormous young couple out for a drive when the radio informs them a hooked-handed lunatic has escaped from a local institution. Either the couple go home to find a hook embedded in the back of the car, or one of them ends up suspended in the car with its fingers scraping against the roof. In the original knowledge version of I Know What You Did Last Summer by Louis Duncan, the killer uses a gun, but the cinematic version by Kevin Williamson features a hooked-handed fisherman hell-bent on revenge. The Candyman also has a hook for hand. Okay, fun. Weird. That's a random one. That's a random. That's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's cool. Whatever. The whole, yeah. Freaky food. Eating chickens for its burgers. Okay, we're not gonna go into that one. Licked hand. Oh, yeah, that one. That's an interesting one, actually. Weird one. I'm not really gonna read it because it's too long. But pretty much ultimately, like, this girl's at home alone and she's like sleeping, and I guess this guy like broke into her house, and the guy creepily licks her hand, and she just assumes that it's her dog because she owns a dog, but it was not the dog the whole time. So yeah, there's that one. So nothing really that interesting with that one. In literature, I don't know what that means either. Oh jeepus! Oh jeepus! Okay, well screw that. All right, we're just gonna look at Wikipedia because apparently that's more interesting. Let's see what we have. Oh, Alexandra's Genesis. That one. That's, you know, the funny thing is I remember that one existing. I mean, it exists no doubt, but I remember, like, I wasn't part of Tumblr culture, by the way. Not really, you know, obviously because I was a kid when Tumblr culture was a big thing. but it's an interesting. I think if most people who've been around the internet long enough know what this is, but I'll read it quickly. Osteogenesis is purported genetic mutation that gives its carrier purple eyes, shimmering pale skin, a lack of body and a lack of menstruation while still remaining fertile. The legend, originally by a diary fan fiction written in 1998 and since the 2000s, has circulated on the internet forums and social media. So a lot of people for the longest time were like saying, they believed it or saying that they had the mutation or whatever, but it was fake. But I love the fact that it came from a Daria fan fiction of all things. I've only learned this recently, but I love that it's come from like a Daria fan fiction. I love that just it makes the most sense. I think that's just the most internet culture type of thing I've ever heard in my life. I love it so much. It's so funny to me. But yeah, that's a little weird one again. Like I said, if you've been part of like the internet culture for as long as I have, or even longer if I have, then you know what this is. I think most likely. People probably a little younger than me probably might not have heard of this one because it's haven't been really talked about in years. But yeah, but everyone knows about this one. Everyone knows the supposed mutation that everyone wished they had because convenience. Well, mostly for women, I guess. Convenience because the whole administration thing and whole not having have to do with body hair, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, whatever. Let's see. What's another interesting one? I kind of want to stay away from the cool, the weird, spooky ones, just because they're just I don't know, cliche. Obviously Bigfoot. I like Angel. What is that? Black-eyed children. I know they kind of briefly go into like a little bit of it. What is the Black Angel? This one I don't know. This one. I don't know how much it really goes into it. Do 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 do. I okay. This is just it's a really brief one. Okay, it's just the Black Angel is like a statue, I guess, in Iowa. It looks like it's like in a cemetery. It says to be cursed. Okay, cool. Jesus. Wait, what is this? The Blue Star tattoo legend refers to a modern legend that LSD tabs are being distributed as a lick and stick temporary tattoos to children. What? This one sounds so. Oh my god! See, this is what I mean. Like, I want to find stuff like this. Like, what is this? This sounds so weird. This represents witches into LSD and Blue Star or popular children's cartoon characters is being distributed to unknowing children in any given area. Oh my god, see, this is what I mean. This is what I want. This is the stuff I want in my life. This is like the weird stuff. Like, not the like the usual creepy or weird, but just like the weird ones that are just like that makes no sense. The legend comedy services in American elementary and middle schools and in the form of a flyer, which is distributed to parents by concerning school officials. In the past, is often in form of poor quality photocopy, clearly many generations old, but is now also become popular on the internet mailing lists and websites. Legend states that the temporary lick and stick tattoos soaked in LSD and made in the form of a blue star, the logo of the Dallas Cowboys, often mentioned, or the popular children's cartoon characters such as Mickey Mouse or Bart Simpson, is being distributed to children in the area in order to get them addicted to LSD, even though LSD is rightly addictive. Generally, some attribute is given, typically to well-regarded hospital or vaguely specified advisor to the president, and instructions are given to parents should contact if they come across blue star tattoos. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, this is definitely like a parent kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe like at one point, maybe a kid like just got like I don't know high or something, and they just blamed it on like a one of those stick-on tattoos or something, and then the parent just lost their mind. Like it was a tattoo, mom. I'm laughing. I don't know. It's really funny. The legend possibly originated from the fact that LSD solution is sometimes sold on blotter paper with various designs, including cartoons. Oh, okay. Now shows the cases of LSD distribution to children in this manner have been documented. Although LSD does not penetrate through the skin, its infinite inequalities so as to induce a psychedelic experience. The concern over the children licking the tattoo paper before transferring it to skin. Okay. Interesting. Wait, the legends has surfaced in other places, including Brazil, Italy, Peru, Mexico, Portugal, and UK. Interesting. That's actually an interesting spot it's landed in. But yeah, see, that's the stuff I'm looking for. Like, weird things like that. You know? Mercy Nuns are farther based on the young women and who died of tuberculosis, the Buckley family. Yeah. Bunny Man? Bunny's probably originally in tune sense, but it was spent on the Washington. There are many variations larging and involve a man and bunny who attacks people with an axe. That sounds not, I mean, terrifying, but like in a weird sense. Okay. Carmen is a chain letter describes the story of who's been pushed down a sewer drain. That's interesting. But not for me to look. Celebrity death rule 3s. Oh, jeez, this one's a weird one. Yeah, that's nothing that important. Choking Doberman? Is originally in the United States. The story involves a protective pet found in its owner gagging human. Ooh, God, never mind. No, we're not going to that. The chupacabra. The clown doll. Also known as urban legend. Someone on a babysitter. The man upstairs legend. Cow tipping. Cow tipping. Alright, we can look at that a little bit. Cow tipping's funny to me. Just the weirdness. The concept of it. I mean, yeah, cow tipping is not really hard to really understand. Cow tipping is a purported activity of sneaking up on unsuspecting or sleeping upright cow and pushing it over into an The practice of cow tipping is generally considered an urban legend, and stories of such feats viewed as tall tales. Indication that rural citizens seek such entertainment due to lack of alternatives is viewed as a stereotype. The concept of cow tipping apparently developed in the 1970s. The tales of animals that cannot rise if they fall has historically incented dating the Roman Empire. Cows routinely lay down and can easily regain footing unless sick or injured. Scientific studies has conducted to determine if cow tipping is theoretically possible, with varying conclusion. All three cows are large animals that are difficult to surprise and will generally resist attempts to being tipped. Estimates suggest a force between 3,000 and 4,000 newtons, 670 and 900 pounds force is needed. Wow, dang. And that is at least 4 and possibly as many as 14 people were required to achieve this. In real situations where cattle have to be laid on the ground or cast, such as braiding, hoof care, veterinary, either rope restraints are required or specially medical equipment is used that confines the cow and then tips it over. On rare occasions, cows can lie down or fall in proximity to a ditch or a hill that restricts their normal ability to rise without help. Cow tipping has many purposes in popular and is also used as figure of speech. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, my reading's weird tonight. I'm kind of tired, so it's a little odd. So, yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'm not gonna really go any deeper in that either. That's, I think, gets into the deep details of it. I think it's interesting. Hurricane, creepypastas. Everyone knows what a creepypasta is. I'm not gonna go into what a creepypasta is, you know? We've been living under a rock, that's not my fault. No. The Crying Boys, I don't know what that is. The Dark Watchers. That sounds kind of cool. Also known as Settlers. Is a folk. What is Dark Watchers? That kind of sounds cool. It sounds like a superhero-y thing. It's a named group of entities in California folklore. Whatever. I'm getting tired at the point. Purportedly seen observing travelers along the Santa Lucia Mountains. Interesting. This is kind of weird. The Dark Watchers are described as tall, sometimes giant-sized, featureless dark silhouettes, often adorned with brimmed hats or walking sticks. That sounds cool! I kind of want to do art of this. That sounds actually really cool. They're most often reported to be seen in the hours of around twilight and dawn. They're are said to motionlessly watch travelers from the horizon along the Santa Luca mountain range. According to legend, no one has seen one up close, and if someone were to approach them, they disappear. Ooh. See, like, that's freaky, but it's not like no one dies. It's just one of those, I don't know, like, they're kind of like watchers. They're I don't want to say guardians, but again, they're just watchers. They watch over people. That's kind of cool in a way. That's kind of cool. The history. Okay, we can look at history. This sounds cute. Well, sometimes attributed to the Chumash people who historically inhabited the central and southern coastal regions of California. Nothing Anglox to the legend appears to exist in the mythology. I don't know what that means. Hold on, what does that word mean? First of all, am I even pronouncing that word correctly? That's a good question. Let me see.
Analogous.
Sorry, that was loud to you guys. Analogous. Well, in certain respects, typically in a way makes it clearer the nature of things compared. I don't know. Okay, that still doesn't tell me what that is, but whatever. We'll move on. The legend appears as this in mythology. When Spanish settlers first moved into the area, they were said to have witnessed the Dark Watchers, whom dubbed Los. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this correctly. Los Vigilantes Oscuros. No, that's probably not it. That's probably not it. But I apologize. I tried. I think this was to come out like somewhat close to probably what the English translation is of the Dark Watchers. But the Dark Watchers are famously given a brief mention in John Steinbeck's Flight, included in the 1938 collection of the short stories, The Long Valley. Pepe looked suspiciously back every minute or so, and his eyes sought the tops of the ridges ahead. Once, on a white barren spur, he saw a black figure for a moment, but he looked quickly away, for it was one of the Dark Watchers. No one knew who the travelers were, nor where they lived, but it was better to ignore them and never to show interest in them. They did not bother one who stayed on the trail and minded his own business. Along with this, Watchers are also referred to by poet Robin Jeffers in a particular poem on his 1937 collection of Such Consoles You Gave to Me and other poems. Okay, interesting. It's kind of interesting one. Where's the quotes around it? Whatever. He's I guess it's not really a quote, is it? I don't know how you do poems. Anyway, he thought it might be one of the Watchers, who are often seen in the length of coast range, forms that look human to human eyes, but certainly are not human. They come from behind ridges to watch, but when he approached it, he recognized the shabby clothes and the pale hair, and even the averted forehead and the concave line from the line to the jaw, to the eye to the jaw. Jesus, so that he was not surprised when the figure turning toward him in the quiet twilight showed his face. Then it melted and merged into the shadows beyond it. Cool. John Steinbeck's sons, Tom and Steinbeck, would grow up to report having seen the Dark Watchers during his childhood, and later, along with the artist Benjamin Rode, collaborate on the book titled In the Search of Dark Watchers, where they go into the history of the legend of individuals who claim to have seen them, such as famed Big Sur resident Billy Post. According to newspaper articles in mid-1960s, a Monterey pencil local and a former high school principal went on a hiking trip in Santa Lucas when he suddenly spotted a dark figure standing on a rock and souvenir. When the person called out to the other hikers, the creature vanished. Oh, and I guess there's an explanation of why people can see it. Oh, hi Trevor. Sorry, I don't know if you just popped in or not, but yes, I did. I was watching with a couple of people, and it was, yeah, I did. At least the first night, obviously. Second night's tomorrow. So, how have you been, Trevor? How you been doing? I'm just here, obviously, just randomly reading urban legends because why not? I guess I just wanted to stream tonight, and thought this would be fun just to hang out and chill with y'all. So yeah, that's that. Let me quickly finish this up before going back and I guess explain how I felt about WrestleMania. Illustration hallucinations illusions. Sorry, Jesus Christ, I can't read right now. Illusions, hallucinations, or misinterpretations of natural stimulus, bodily exhaustion, or isolation have been proposed by psychologists. Infrasound, which can be generated by wind, can cause feelings of uneasiness and anxiety to some people and is frequently connected to paranormal sightings. And now, an illusion known as Broken Spectre is a plausible explanation for the legend. A broken specter, mountain specter can occur in certain my god, I cannot read. Atomerisk? I don't even know how to spell it. I'm sorry. Conditions where the sun is at a particular angle, the subject zone can be cast onto a cloud bank around them, creating the illusion of a large shadowy humanoid figure. I'm doing good. Just a little tired today. It was a little long day, but it was good. So yeah, we're done with the Dark Watchers. That was pretty cool. Of an urban legend. I found that interesting. Yeah, I found the first night of WrestleMania to be pretty good. It was. I mean, there's like some moments where I was like, nah, kind of walked out. Kind of skipped over some matches. But there's a couple matches I was like pretty impressed by. I thought WrestleMania was not that bad. At least the first night. I don't know what the second night's gonna entail, whether or not it's gonna be good or not, but we'll see. You know, that's just that. But yeah, I thought the WrestleMania was alright, considering I've not really been watching Raw and SmackDown recently, because I kind of been staying away from WWE a little bit. As much as I can. Obviously, I watched WrestleMania only just because some people were watching it, and I just wanted to kind of join by and hang out. So, but for the most part, which probably made the experience a little bit better because I'm not totally following the storyline. So it's one of those, do I care enough or not to really watch a match or not? So that's kind of me, I guess. So, hopefully you enjoyed WrestleMania, or at least found it somewhat entertaining. If you've seen it. So, okay, let's see. What were we? Okay, we're on D for the urban legends. Let's see. The death ship of the Platte River, the death of James and Dean. The Devil's Chair, the Haunted Chair, cool. Ellsworth Dover Demon, Deadly Town, Ghost Town, the Books Box. Is there an urban legend who describes a wine cabinet claimed to be haunted by what? I really enjoyed the other ones. That was a good match. Yeah, I was actually surprised. With like the only Steve Austin match in my lifetime. Trying to think of some. When did Stone Cold retire? 2004. Let me look that up actually. So quickly, I'm gonna look up retired. When he retired? Oh, 2003. I mean, I was old enough to watch it, but I wasn't, probably aware of it. So I guess I can say that as well for me. Because I was only 2 at that point. This was 2003. Dang, it's been like, I don't know, wonder they did it, because it's almost been 20 years. Yeah, 20 years since he retired. Dang, wow, interesting. If I got the math right on that, I'm kind of all over the place right now tonight, but it's okay. So, yeah, 2003. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a good match though. I'm surprised, that he was actually, was going to wrestle Austin, so that's cool. I'm glad he did. That was a good match. I really enjoyed it, actually. I thought it was gonna be quick and done, but no, they actually fought, so that was nice. It was a nice moment. Anyway, what is this how do you even pronounce this? Daibuk box? Daibuk. I think. The Daibuk box, Hebrew. Is a wine cabinet claimed to be haunted by a daibuk, a concept from Jewish mythology. The box gained notoriety when it was auctioned off of eBay by owner Kevin Manis, who created a story featuring the Jewish Holocaust survivors and parallel claims as part of the eBay item description in the story, was the inspiration for a 2012 film, The Possession. 21 minutes told Infonergy that it was entirely fictional. Oh wow, so for the longest time until last year. I was born in 2006. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I mean, for me, I could say, like, sure, in my lifetime, because technically I was, like I said, born 2 years before the match, but again, I never really. I was not old enough to be able to say I could have watched the match, so, that's kind of my reasoning why I'm saying, like, yeah. Per se, so, if that makes sense. What is this? My god. Can't take. Okay, let's do the history. Let's read the history of this really quick because I'm curious what this is. Because it's so weird sounding in general. Like a haunted wine cabinet just sounds like the funniest thing to me. Tested in Portland, Oregon, writer and furniture for business owner Kevin Manus purchased the cabinet off from the yard sale of a local attorney and began developing a backstory. According to Manus, the carving in the back of it is my carving. The stone that was in the box is something that is a signature creation of mine. Also, make no mistake, I conceived of the book box, the name, the term, the idea, and wrote this creative story around it and posted on eBay. And the auction's description included the story and claimed that the cabinet was really owned by a survivor of the Holocaust in Portland, who said it contained the malicious spirit of Dubuk. I don't know how to pronounce it. And the box had a phenomenal paranormal powers responsible for his bad luck and nightmares. Subsequent owners told him his story when reselling the item and amplified it with their own claims of strange phenomena. One owner, James Haxton, director of the Museum of Atomic Medicine in Cassville, Missouri, launched a website that can reconcile the claims that the cabinet called DubookBox.com that reportedly received hundreds of thousands of hits and created what was described as an internet legend. In 2004, Haxton sold the rights to the story to a Hollywood production company. The subsequent The Possession, produced by Sam Raimi. Wait, you're telling me that one movie, I mean, I'm not seeing it, but Sam Raimi is a famous horror movie. It was all because of someone just bought a random wine cabinet and decided to make a random, horror story with it. That's the funniest thing to me. I don't know why. Oh my god, this is lovely. I'm glad I clicked those on this one to learn about it, because this is the greatest thing. It was released in 2012. Haxton later gave the cabinet to Ghost Adventures star Zach Bagans to display in his museum. In 2018, rapper Post Malone claimed a spat of bad luck had caused by his contact with the cabinet. I love it. My god, what is this creature? Not creature, but this urban. I don't know how to pronounce it. Meaning adhere or cling, as a malicious possessing spirit believed to be dissociated as a soul of a dead person. It supposedly leaves the host body once it's accomplished its goal, sometimes after being exorcised, whatever. Cool. Okay. Yeah. How did you feel about Cody Rhodes' return? Okay. This is kind of odd. I mean, okay. I understand probably a little bit why he returned, because the fact of the matter is he left in the first place because he felt like he wasn't, having his full potential as a wrestler. He wanted to move and do more as a wrestler and, be able to prove himself and prove that wrestling can be much more than just, whatever Vince has conjured up in his mind. And he has proven it. And I can see him coming back to kind of be the proof of that point. But it's still a little problematic because I know how Vince is. He's the stubbornest person on the planet and is not going to take it as I have suddenly changed my ways and I'm going to do better. No, the fact of the matter is, Cody Rhodes is probably going to be there for a solid year, maybe two, and then he's just going to go, He's probably gonna have a title shot. He's probably gonna have the title for a little bit for Raw or SmackDown. I don't know. Probably gonna put him on SmackDown for some reason. I just have that feeling. And that's it. And probably at that point, they're not. Vince is not gonna do that much with him. You know. So yeah, again, I'm weirded out by it, but I can understand why, but again, I know that it's not going to be a super long run. It's not going to be like permanent. He's definitely going to leave, you know, at some point. He's not going to be there for a super long time, I guess is my point. But the match was good with Seth Rollins. It was definitely a good match. That I will say. I wish they kind of kept it for like a main event. Just because it's been so long since I've been like truly invested with a match. Like moments where you're like, up on your feet, kind of being like, what? No way, what? Like so many times I had that moment. I'm like, what? That's not the end, And like I've had that feeling in years with WWE. That feeling, at least, with the main roster. I don't know. Even then, I maybe just in general, that feeling of like, oh my god, where is this gonna go? Kind of moment. I've not felt that in years. So, yeah, it was, but I mean, it's interesting. I'm glad that they kept him as the American Nightmare, because that's, I think, really important as well. Because they changed it back to like any of his older gimmicks, then I think he probably wouldn't have come back. He probably would have been like, no, it's gonna have to be my AEW, character I made, which again, respectable and makes sense. So I'm glad they did that. So that is that's a good right there. The fight with monsters, reporters, blah. Gateway to Hell, the Ghost, Goat Man, Human Hybrid, the Creditor, the Canine Deaths and Purported. No, that's not interesting. Golden Vilena? Oh my god, I probably didn't say that right. Hako-san, Hanako-san? I don't know. I apologize for that. For not being able to pronounce Japanese right. Human, Hunterville, Haunted Pillar, Hippo eats what? wait. Hippo eats dwarf. Alright, see, this one's an interesting sounding one. Again, I'm only doing the ones that sound interesting. I'm not doing the whole haunted ones, unless, of course, it's like enough to intrigue me. Like the cabinet, like the wine cabinet. That was a really weird one. Excuse me. Hippo eats dwarf is the title of the news article which claims that a dwarf was accidentally eaten by a hippopotamus. The urban legend has been circulating via internet since the mid 1990s. Many print news has been fooled into publishing the story as a fact. Wow, woof. Did you watch the Hall of Fame? I only watched a bit of Undertaker's speech. I did not really watch the whole thing, just cause I don't know. I'm not saying I don't care about the people being inducted, because I mean the Steiner brothers being inducted was a thing I was never thinking that was gonna happen, just because we all know how Scott Steiner is. He's a little weird in the head, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen, but that's interesting. But for the most part, it was like, not many people was like interested in, and sometimes I don't like listening to really long speeches. My whole point is to get to the point thing. So yeah, and also the Undertaker I just thought was like the most important, really, just because it's the Undertaker, obviously. So Mark Calloway. So that was interesting though to see his speech, but yeah, I didn't really see anything else though. But if there's any notes that you want to like state, if you did watch the Hall of Fame, any like interesting notes, I don't know, lines or whatever that any of the inductees have said, or the inductors, then you can mention them, because I did not watch it. So okay. The Hippo eats dwarf. That sounds such a weird line. Okay, the story goes that the freak accident occurred at a circus during an act involving a dwarf bouncing on a trampoline. The dwarf jumped sideways off the trampoline just at the moment the hippopotamus began to yawn. The dwarf landed in the hippo's yawning mouth and was abruptly and accidentally swallowed whole. How? The plot is plot until they realize it's not part of the show and the true horror set in. Ewan Ferguson, writing The Observer in 2003, said the story is a marvelous metaphor for reality that life is not safe. You can't plan disaster. The hippo can get you. I can't. I'm sorry. Didn't expect this. I didn't expect this for that too. Yeah. But I guess it's whether he likes it or not, it's in the Hall of Fame in some form or fashion. So there you go. Sorry, I'm just gonna read this line because I really love it. Life is not safe. You can't plan for disaster. The hippo can get you at any time. Something about this sounds so ominous. Ominous? Ominous. Am I saying that wrong? Oh my god, I'm so tired at this point. The point being, that's the funniest thing to me. The hippo will get you. That's just the funny thing. The hoax first appeared in 1988. It was reported in the National Lampoon magazine, originally sourced from the Las Vegas Sun. National Lampoon claimed the dwarf was consumed in front of an audience of 7,000. According to Snopes, the hoax news story began circulating on the internet with a Usenet post in 1994. I don't know what Usenet is. For people who do, cool. I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming it's just a random website. Not a random website, but it's like, a posting website, obviously. According to Alex Bossi, the story cannot be found in back issue of the Senate, but he also incorrectly claims that it cannot be found in National Lampoon. The original story was set in an Austin circus. The hippo was named Halda, and the dwarf was named Franz Dash. In 1999, a new version of the story appeared in the Paita Mail in Thailand. The setting had changed in northern Thailand, and the dwarf was called Ode. The Paita Mail story was republished by several Australian papers, including the Daily Telegraph and the Advisor and the Sunday Mail. The story reached the UK in the Manchester Evening News. That's funny. Interesting. That was interesting. Weird. It's ominous. There you go. Ominous. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much. I am so tired right now. I shouldn't be streaming, and yet I am. Ominous. Oh my god. I feel so dumb. I'm sorry. Ominous. There you go. That's the word. Oh my god. Okay, we made it. I'm only gonna do like 2 or 3 more, and then I'm probably gonna stop. Oh my god. God, that's funny. Jesus Christ. Wow, that's wow. I'm like thinking about it, I'm like realizing, yeah, I totally said that wrong. That's a Ripper, J2 Rocket Car. Jersey Devil, Robert Johnson? Recorded legend, sold. Oh, okay, whatever. The Killer Taylor Backseat, Kill Switch, Krampus, The Licked Hand. Also, if you know any urban legends you want me to read out or find, let me know. As long as they're not like super inappropriate or something. Let me know, because I'll probably look it up and see it, because I think it'd be interesting. Lighthouse and naval vessel. Describes a humorous encounter between a large naval ship and what at first appears to be another vessel, with which the ship is on a collision course, which is later revealed to be a lighthouse. How's that humorous? I feel like that's a dangerous thing. Lincoln Imp is an older tells of a creature sent by Satan, turned into a stone by an angel. Love Roller Coaster Scream is urban during the instrumental portion of the song. The scream is sound borrowed from an emergency call. That's disturbing. I don't know if I want to know more about that one. Because the product guys, Madame Coco. Don't know. Melody's Dead is a Spanish singing melody. died. Said Melon Heads, Men in Black, Momo Challenge. Again, I think people probably would know that one. Momo the Monster, which is I guess different. Monkey Man of Daili. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm sorry. Edward Mordrake, sometimes spelled Mordrake. Is a subject for urban legend who, according to legend, was born in the 19th century as a heir of the English peerage. I don't know. With a face at the back of his head. Oh, okay, interesting. Got some weird Voldemort kind of thing going on. All right, all right, I dig that. The Moth Man. I feel like us gonna be disappointed if I don't talk about the Moth Man, so we're gonna do it. If he goes back on this and watches it, we'll quickly mention the Moth Man. In the West Virginia folklore, the Mothman is a humanoid creature reportedly seen in Point Pleasant area from November 15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967. The first newspaper report was published in the Point Pleasant? Oh my god, register. Dated November 16th, 1966. November 16, 1966. Titled Couples See Human-Sized Bird Creature? Something. That's a title. Bird-sized creature thing. Something. Whatnot. The National Press soon picked up on the reports and helped spread the story across the United States. Mothman has introduced a wider audience by Gray Breaker in 1970, and was later popularized by John Keel in the 1975 book The Mothman Prophecies, claiming that there were supernatural events related to the sightings and a connection to the collapse of the Silver Bridge. I don't know what the Silver Bridge is. The book was later adapted into the 2002 film starring Richard Gere. An annual festival in Point Pleasant is devoted to the Mothman legend. That's interesting, actually, to say the least. I don't know how many people actually celebrate a legend. All things considered. Yeah. I'm probably gonna leave it at that, honestly. I feel like that's simple enough. The Mothman. Mothman. Mowing Devil of Hertfordshire? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Probably not. Night Watchers are deadly ghosts that are fighting on warriors. The Night Watchers are Starsky and Shift. It's kind of like the Dark Watchers, but they're a little bit different, obviously. You know, what they do. Owlman. I mean, Paul is dead. Paul McCartney. Oh, yeah, that one. I mean, there's so many of, someone died and then someone took over for them. But, whatever, that kind of whole thing. Parson and the Clerk is a tale focusing on a clergyman. And Devil Near, nothing really that interesting. Julia Pitta, also known as the Italian bride, is described as a statue in her wedding gown. Phantom Clowns? Which is just a clowns with white faces, red noses, and colorful clothing. Weird. But not weird enough. Oh yeah, the poison candy thing. We're not gonna really go into that. I think everyone knows that one. Robert the Doll. Okay, weird. Raymond Robertson. Russian sleep experiment. Oh yeah, I've heard about that one recently. Pretty freaky, weird. It'll probably be really long one to read, but I could just briefly just give the synopsis that says there. But the Russian sleep experiment is a creepypasta which tells the tale of 5 test subjects which are being exposed to an experimental sleep inhabiting simulant in a Soviet era scientific experiment, which has become the basis of an urban legend. Pretty much, long story short, with the Russian sleep experiment, pretty much these, again, 5 test subjects. I don't know if they're American or not or something, but they are trapped and everything, and they said to be let free after 30 days if they survive the experiment and go and comply with them. And it just gets creepier and creepier and darker as they are induced of being not able to sleep and getting crazier, and yeah, the whole, you know, stuff of that kind of thing. You know, you can probably imagine how they go in the long run with that. Gates of Hell, sewer alligator. Get them sewer alligators. Shotgun Man is an organized crime assassin killer of Chicago, Illinois in 1910s. Not really interesting enough. Showman's Rest is a creepy mass grave where phantom elephants buried in the Woodlawn Cemetery are said to trumpet late at night. That's weird. Skeleton in the tree. Skeleton in the tree. Skunk Ape? The Skunk Ape, also known as Swamp Ape or Florida Bigfoot, is a folklore that describes an ape-like creature that is purported to inhabit the forests and swamps of some southeastern was definitely Florida, where the site is reported. What? Okay, this is interesting enough just because of how weird it sounds. This is probably gonna be like the last one we'll look at. As well as anything else. The skunk ape is sometimes compared to synonymous with or called the cousin of Bigfoot. It's a prominent subject of the North American popular culture. Articles has been presented in an attempt to prove the skunk ape's existence, including anecdotal sightings, distributed photographs, and audio and video recordings and footprints. The majority of mainstream scientists have historically discounted the existence of skunk ape, considering it the result of a combination of folklore, misidentification, and hoax rather than living animals. The skunk ape is pre-mated into the popular culture of the southern United States, especially in Florida. So it's just Bigfoot, but it's just slightly different. Hold on, they pretty much say the description of it. The skunk ape is commonly described as a bipedal, I think so, bipedal ape-like creature, approximately 5 to 7 feet tall. Not that tall of a person, okay. Covered in molted reddish brown hair. The skunk ape is often reported to be smaller stature compared to the traditional description of Bigfoot in northern U.S. and Canada. It is named for its foul odor, often described as being similar to a skunk. Why? Why? Alright, so the history, really quick. The skunk ape has been recorded Spain, Florida, Georgia, and Alabama folklore since European settlers first occupied the region. In 1818, local newspaper reported a story from what is now Apalachicola, Florida? I don't know how to pronounce that. I probably could have asked Gus, but he's not here. So he can probably yell at me if I didn't pronounce it right. That spoke of a man-sized monkey raiding food stores and stalking fishermen along the shore. Seminal creature includes the stories of foul-smelling, physically powerful, and a secretive creature called Este Cap. I don't know. Indian and roughly translates to cannibal giant. 1977, a failed to pass bill proposed to the Florida state legislature to make it illegal to take, possess, or harm or molest arthropods or wait, what? Hold on, I need to read what I just read. In 1997, a failed to pass bill proposed to the Florida state legislature to make it illegal to take, possess, harm, or molest arthropods or humanoid animals. That's the definition of Florida in a nutshell, right there. If that I've ever have read there. What? To make it illegal? What? My God. Okay. Wow. You know what? No, yeah, we're finishing that off there because Jesus Christ. That was the weirdest thing I've read, and I don't know how I feel about it now. So that's just that. We're gonna just finish that off there. I'll probably give it like another couple minutes if y'all want to talk a little longer. Like I said, if you have like one more like urban legend I haven't read or thought that'd be interesting, you can say it. If not, that's totally cool. But yeah, I'll just like give it another minute or two just to see if anyone wants to like have any last minute comments, questions, concerns, about whatever, you know. Whether it be like, it really could be anything, honestly, at this point. Did you see the Miz and Logan Paul match? I did not. I walked away at that point. I had to do something really quick, so I did not see that match. I probably wouldn't have cared for it anyway. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a Logan Paul person. So I did not I did not go actively seek that match out, really, and I had to do something anyway, so I wasn't really bummed missing that match, I guess I can say. So there is that. um, so yeah, but that was interesting. Just reading about some urban legends. I literally just looked up the Wikipedia pretty much for the most part. You probably can find most of majority of the stuff I read there. I know there's like a couple things I probably didn't get to even see on there, which is, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of hard finding the weird, silly ones. I guess I could put like hilarious or weird. I watched it, but it was just okay. Yeah, I kind of figured it wasn't gonna be top tier of a match. I really wasn't expecting it to be top tier. You know that, you know, but yeah, it's fine. I guess, you know, it's whatevs. But yeah, I don't know. But mostly just Wikipedia. Honestly, you can probably just seek out that way if you want to find some of the ones I read, or you know whatnot. But yeah, this is kind of interesting to do. I didn't mind it. Again, probably next time I do this, I want to, like I said, I want to find the weird ones, like the not like the creepy ones. You know, again, unless of course it's like you know, like the cabinet, like the wine cabinet thing, because that's really weirdly funny to me. I don't know why. It just amused me. But yeah, Miz hit the skull crushing finale on Logan after. Oh, okay. Ah, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, good to know about how that went. Um, but yeah, no, but maybe next time if I do something like this again, maybe I'll be, you know, do it with someone else or something. But maybe they might have some ideas or something. But I'm probably gonna do like find like funny ones or just odd ones, just because I love those the most, because those are like ones that are just like absurdly weird and crazy and stuff like that to me. You know, pretty much a majority of the ones I kind of like read here are kind of the stuff I'm looking for. So you know, that's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything update wise. I mean, I'll quickly mention it again. So next weekend, I am most likely not gonna stream, unless of course weirdly enough I pop on. In that case, okay, cool. I don't know how I swung that. I don't know. Either I just had time, or I somehow managed to convince my sister to stream with me, which that'd be its own weird thing that way. I don't know if I'd be able to do that in the future, but maybe if my sister does want to stream, then yeah, I'll probably have her pop on as a guest on here, and we can talk about whatever we want to. But probably not likely. So I'm probably not gonna be likely streaming this weekend. However, on Gus's channel, since for the reason why next weekend I'm not gonna be off is because my birthday is on the 9th. So me and Gus have for the last couple of years have traditionally have done like a birthday stream for me, even though it's always, I don't know if it's always been on my day of my birthday. It might be always been like, you know, I know there's recently it has been, but I don't know if it started like that or not. But me and Gus are gonna do a little birthday stream for me, because that's always been a weird tradition that we made on his channel on Colorful Warfare. So if you want to at least see me, you know, at some point, I'll be there, probably most likely on that channel. So you get to talk to me and hang out and stuff like that. Then, you know, cool. But other than that, probably not gonna really do much. A new video is coming out tomorrow. It's my little secret video I've been somewhat mentioning offhand sometimes. So it's gonna be coming out tomorrow. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it and like it. Next weekend, there will be a post. There will be a trailer drop for a new series with the Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law series. Which that series will be posting beginning on the 14th to the 17th, Easter Sunday. So there's still stuff coming out. I've been taking a little bit of break recording. I did record one thing. So we'll see when that comes out. But yeah, I've been taking a break from recording. So Thank you so much. Thank you, Trevor. And yeah, you hopefully you have a good night as well. But yeah, but I haven't really been recording, so I've been taking a break. So probably the end of April and beginning of May, they're probably not gonna be really much content. Probably until like middle of May, maybe anime. We'll see. Because like I said, I've been taking a break. Like I said, there might be a post maybe in between that if I decide to post that thing I made. But yeah. Other than that, nothing really much going on. I hit the hour mark. I was trying to hit the hour mark, so I feel better about myself. I don't know, not myself, but just better that I got there. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. If you like it, if you dislike it. Comment below if you have any random urban legends that you enjoy. You find cool or weird or whatnot. Let me know. And subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.